Have you ever met someone who seems to live life with a deep sense of freedom, adventure, and an unshakable desire to seek the truth? A person who is driven by an unrelenting passion for exploring the world around them, yet keeps their heart closely guarded, never rushing into relationships or commitments? If so, you've likely encountered a Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the archer, is one of the most dynamic and fascinating signs in the zodiac. Known for their adventurous spirit, thirst for knowledge, and love of personal freedom, they are often seen as the wanderers of the zodiac. But beneath their carefree exterior lies a complex personality that few truly understand. What drives them? What are the hidden layers of their nature that make them both captivating and mysterious? In today's video, we will delve into the 8 secrets of Sagittarius that you may not have known. From their cautious approach to love to their fierce independence and unwavering loyalty, we will uncover the key traits that define them. You'll learn why they avoid selfishness, how they handle conflict, and what makes them so unique in their relationships and daily lives. If you're passionate about astrology, or if you want to gain a deeper understanding of the Sagittarius in your life, this video is for you. Trust me, by the end, you'll see this fascinating sign in a whole new light. So, stay with us until the end as we reveal these secrets. And, if you enjoy this content and want to explore more about astrology, personal growth, and finding inner peace, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Zen Mind Peaceful Life. You won't want to miss any of our upcoming videos that will guide you toward a peaceful, enlightened life. Secret 1. Cautious in love, the protective heart of the Sagittarius. When you first meet a Sagittarius, you might be swept away by their vibrant personality, endless energy, and undeniable charm. They are the life of the party, full of stories from their travels, eager to explore new experiences, and incredibly sociable. Yet, behind their outgoing demeanor lies a heart that is deeply protective of its own vulnerability. Sagittarians are known for their caution when it comes to matters of the heart. While they may appear carefree and open to new connections, Sagittarius takes their time before committing to anyone. This is not because they are afraid of love, but because they want to ensure that their bond with someone is meaningful, authentic, and built on trust. Unlike some other signs that rush into relationships, Sagittarius prefers to take their time, understanding that true connection takes effort and cannot be rushed. For Sagittarius, love is not a game. They avoid superficial relationships and prioritize those that allow for deep, sincere emotional exchanges. They are not interested in empty promises or quick flings. Instead, they seek a partner who can match their intellectual curiosity, share their love for adventure, and, most importantly, understand their need for personal space and freedom. Sagittarians know that love is vulnerable. Their past experiences might have taught them to be cautious when opening their hearts. They prefer waiting for someone who will add value to their life and not rush into something that could lead to disappointment. This quality reflects their high self-respect and strong sense of boundaries. For them, waiting for the right person is worth it, rather than settling for something that doesn't feel right. If you're in a relationship with a Sagittarius, don't expect them to pour their heart out immediately. Instead, understand that they require time to build trust and form a connection that's meaningful. Once they trust you and feel secure in the relationship, you'll witness their loyalty and commitment like no other sign. Secret 2. They cannot tolerate selfishness, the importance of reciprocity. Sagittarius is a sign driven by the pursuit of fairness, justice, and authenticity. They believe that relationships should be built on mutual respect and a sense of equality. For Sagittarians, selflessness is a virtue, and they find it hard to accept anyone who acts out of selfishness or exploitation. This sign has a unique ability to sense when someone is being self-serving or unfair. They are incredibly sensitive to the energies around them and can quickly detect when someone is taking advantage of others, whether it's in personal relationships or in social situations. If you have a Sagittarius friend or partner, you'll quickly learn that they won't hesitate to confront someone who exhibits selfish behavior. They value honesty and transparency. And they expect the same from others. Their intolerance of selfishness extends beyond just being irritated by it. They will actively distance themselves from individuals who continuously behave in a way that disregards others. Whether it's in their friendships, family relationships, or romantic partnerships, Sagittarians look for balance. They believe that every interaction should be based on reciprocity, where both parties give and take equally. This mindset is rooted in their deep respect for fairness. In their relationships, Sagittarians expect their partners to be considerate, just as they are. They may not always voice their displeasure directly, but they will create distance between themselves and those who exhibit manipulative tendencies or lack empathy. For Sagittarius, life is too short to waste time with those who take more than they give. If you want to maintain a strong relationship with them, it's essential to demonstrate gratitude and consideration. Secret 3. Contrarian nature, a desire to challenge the status quo. One of the most intriguing traits of a Sagittarius is their natural inclination to go against the grain and challenge conventional wisdom. This trait is not rooted in a desire to cause trouble or seek conflict. Instead, it stems from their independent spirit and their need to assert their unique perspective in a world that often favors conformity. Sagittarians are driven by a profound need to prove that things can be done differently. When they are told something cannot be achieved, it becomes a personal challenge to demonstrate that it is not only possible but that they can succeed in ways others might not have considered. This rebellious streak is not about defiance for its own sake, it's about proving to themselves and others that there is always room for innovation and growth. In many ways, Sagittarians thrive in environments where they can think outside the box and explore new approaches. This characteristic makes them incredibly resourceful and often leads them to uncover hidden opportunities or create groundbreaking solutions. For Sagittarius, every challenge is an opportunity to learn, grow, and exceed their own expectations. Their contrarian nature also reflects their deep-seated belief in their own autonomy. They do not want to be told what they can or cannot do. This fierce independence often leads them to seek careers or ventures where they have the freedom to make decisions and explore their own path. For Sagittarians, the journey is just as important as the destination. And they want to carve their own way rather than follow a prescribed route. This drive to defy the conventional can be both a strength and a challenge in their relationships, while they bring fresh perspectives and innovative ideas. Their tendency to question established norms can sometimes be seen as rebellious or disruptive. However, this is a trait that defines them and contributes to their success in the world. Secret 4. Restlessness and impatience, the urge for constant movement. Sagittarius is a sign that is always on the move, physically, mentally, and emotionally. They have an inherent need for progress and a constant urge to explore the world around them. For Sagittarius, stagnation is a form of imprisonment, and they are always seeking the next adventure, challenge, or opportunity that will keep them engaged. This restlessness manifests in various aspects of their lives, from their career choices to their relationships. They are often drawn to jobs or lifestyles that offer variety and the freedom to move, whether it's through travel, work projects, or personal growth. Sagittarians struggle with routines and repetitive tasks because they thrive on new experiences that push them out of their comfort zone. This restless nature can sometimes lead to impatience. Sagittarians don't like waiting, they want things to happen quickly, and they want results immediately. If a situation or relationship doesn't move at the pace they expect, they can quickly lose interest and seek something more exciting. This impatience can sometimes lead them to make impulsive decisions, but it is also what fuels their drive to accomplish great things. However, this impatience can also be a double-edged sword. While it pushes them to take risks and move forward, it can also make them prone to abandoning projects or relationships if they don't see immediate progress. For Sagittarians, the pursuit of excitement and new experiences is essential for maintaining their happiness and energy. If you're in a relationship with a Sagittarius, understanding their need for movement is crucial. They are not trying to be inconsistent, they simply need to feel that they are constantly progressing and growing. To maintain a harmonious relationship, it's important to support their need for adventure while also helping them stay grounded. Secret 5. Not holding grudges, the art of letting go. One of the most refreshing qualities of Sagittarius is their ability to forgive and forget. Unlike many other signs that may harbor resentments or carry grudges for years, Sagittarians are quick to release negativity and move on from past issues. They understand that life is too short to waste on past conflicts, and they prefer to focus on the present and future. This ability to let go is rooted in their optimistic and forward-thinking nature. They don't have time for bitterness or grudges, as it doesn't align with their philosophy of living in the moment and seeking personal growth. For Sagittarius, holding on to anger or resentment only poisons their soul and distracts them from their greater purpose. Their approach to forgiveness is not about ignoring the hurt or pretending that everything is okay. Instead, it's about releasing the emotional burden of past mistakes, whether their own or others. They believe that holding on to negative emotions only hinders their personal development and prevents them from embracing new opportunities. In relationships, this trait can be both liberating and challenging. While Sagittarians are quick to forgive, they are also quick to walk away from situations or people that consistently bring negativity into their lives. They do not dwell on past conflicts or try to fix what is broken beyond repair. Instead, they move forward, leaving behind what no longer serves them. If you've wronged a Sagittarius, don't expect them to hold a grudge against you forever. However, if you repeatedly make the same mistakes or fail to acknowledge their boundaries, they may eventually choose to distance themselves. Sagittarius values personal growth, and they will not allow toxic people or situations to impede their path. Secret 6. The love for freedom and independence is non-negotiable. One of the most defining traits of Sagittarius is their deep love for freedom. As a fire sign, Sagittarius is not one to be constrained by rules, societal expectations, or the opinions of others. Their independence is a fundamental part of their personality, and they value it above almost everything else. Whether it's their career, relationships, or daily routine, Sagittarians must have the freedom to make their own choices and live life on their terms. For Sagittarius, personal autonomy is not just about physical space, it extends to their mental and emotional world as well. They despise being controlled or manipulated and are fiercely protective of their right to explore the world. Whether that means traveling, pursuing new knowledge, or following their own creative impulses. It's not that they reject structure entirely, but rather that they seek structure that aligns with their own values and needs. This love for freedom can sometimes be difficult for those who are more traditional or seek to settle down in a conventional sense. Sagittarians are not bound by societal norms and will often push against them. They are not afraid to break away from the expectations of others in order to chart their own path. If you're in a relationship with a Sagittarius, it's important to respect their need for space. They will not tolerate being micromanaged or told how to live their life. This is not a sign of disrespect, it's simply a reflection of their core desire to remain true to themselves and their need for independence. A Sagittarius is happiest when they feel like they can freely express themselves and pursue their passions without restriction. Secret 7. Unwavering loyalty, a true friend and partner. Beneath their adventurous and independent nature, Sagittarius is deeply loyal to those they care about. Despite their need for freedom, once they form a genuine bond, they are unwaveringly devoted. Sagittarius values the connections they make with others, and they take friendship and loyalty very seriously. If you've earned their trust, you've gained a lifelong companion. This loyalty is not superficial. Sagittarius shows their commitment through consistent actions, not just words. They will go to great lengths to support those they care about. Whether it's offering help during tough times or celebrating achievements alongside you. Sagittarius has a natural sense of responsibility when it comes to those they love, and they'll be there when you need them the most, no matter what. Their loyalty extends beyond personal relationships. In their professional life, Sagittarius can be a dependable team member and a supportive colleague. They bring their enthusiasm and passion to everything they do. And they expect the same level of dedication from those around them. If you treat them with respect and loyalty, they will return it tenfold. However, if you break their trust or fail to reciprocate their loyalty, Sagittarius will have little patience for it. While they will not hold grudges as previously mentioned, they will distance themselves from anyone who proves to be unreliable or deceitful. Once they feel their loyalty has been betrayed, they may not be as willing to offer it again. For Sagittarius, loyalty is sacred. Secret 8. The quest for truth, a deep need for meaning. Sagittarius is often referred to as the truth seeker of the zodiac, and for good reason. People born under this sign are driven by an innate desire to understand the world and uncover its deeper meanings. They are not content with superficial answers or easy explanations. They crave knowledge, wisdom, and insight. Their curiosity is boundless, and they are always searching for new truths to expand their understanding of the universe. This quest for truth can manifest in many different ways. Sagittarians are often drawn to philosophy, religion, and spiritual practices that encourage deep reflection and intellectual exploration. They are also fascinated by different cultures and ways of thinking, which fuels their desire to travel and learn about the world. For them, life is a constant journey of discovery. And they are not satisfied with simply accepting things at face value. This search for truth also influences their personal beliefs and values. Sagittarius tends to be very open-minded. But they are also firm in their convictions. They need to feel that what they believe is grounded in something meaningful and true. They are not easily swayed by popular opinion or societal pressures. And they will stand by their principles, even if it means going against the grain. This constant quest for knowledge and meaning makes Sagittarius a deeply philosophical sign. They are not just interested in the world around them, they want to understand how it works and what their place is in it. They find great fulfillment in personal growth and self-discovery, always striving to learn more about themselves and the world they live in. Secret 9. Avoiding drama, keeping life peaceful and light. While Sagittarius is known for their love of excitement and adventure, they are surprisingly averse to drama and conflict. Unlike some signs who may thrive on emotional turmoil or thrive in a chaotic environment, Sagittarius prefers to keep their life peaceful and lighthearted. They have a natural ability to avoid unnecessary drama and prefer to focus on the positive aspects of life. This doesn't mean that Sagittarius shies away from conflict altogether. They will step up when they feel something is unjust or when their principles are challenged. However, they do not seek out drama for its own sake. They are not interested in petty arguments or situations that drain their energy. Instead, they prefer to spend their time with people who share their positive outlook and love for life. When faced with a difficult situation or conflict, Sagittarius approaches it with a level-headed, optimistic perspective. They are not the type to dwell on the past or hold grudges. Instead, they will address the issue and move forward, focusing on solutions rather than problems. Their natural optimism helps them overcome challenges and move on from negative experiences with ease. This aversion to drama also makes Sagittarius highly selective about the people they surround themselves with. They want to be around individuals who are authentic, straightforward, and bring positive energy to their lives. If someone is constantly bringing unnecessary conflict or negativity into their world, Sagittarius will have no problem distancing themselves from that person. Secret 10. Impulsive nature, embracing the adventure of the unknown. Sagittarians are often described as spontaneous and impulsive. And this is one of the most exciting and unpredictable aspects of their personality. While their love for freedom and independence has already been established, it is also important to note that their impulsive nature often leads them to make decisions on the fly, sometimes without fully considering the consequences. This impulsive behavior can manifest in many ways. A Sagittarius might decide to book a last-minute trip to a far-off destination, take on a new project without much forethought, or dive headfirst into an exciting new relationship. This spontaneity is part of what makes them so adventurous, and it's what gives them the courage to try things that others might be too cautious to attempt. While their impulsive nature can lead to thrilling and enriching experiences, it can also result in mistakes or miscalculations. Sagittarius may sometimes find themselves in situations that could have been avoided had they taken a little more time to think things through. However, they are usually able to bounce back quickly, seeing every challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. For those around Sagittarius, this impulsiveness can be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it brings excitement and adventure into their relationships and interactions. On the other hand, it can lead to instability and unpredictability. If you are close to a Sagittarius, it's important to understand that their impulsiveness is simply part of who they are. Rather than trying to control it, embrace it as part of their charm. Secret 11. They have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. One of the most striking features of Sagittarius is their insatiable curiosity. As a fire sign, Sagittarius is constantly in search of new experiences and new knowledge. They are lifelong learners, always eager to expand their intellectual horizons. Whether it's reading books on diverse topics, engaging in philosophical debates, or traveling to different countries to understand various cultures, Sagittarians are driven by a deep desire to know more about the world. Their intellectual pursuits are not just for personal enrichment but for a greater understanding of how things work. Sagittarius doesn't accept the surface-level explanation of things. They want to dig deeper, question conventional wisdom, and discover the truth for themselves. This thirst for knowledge drives them to study a wide range of subjects, from science and history to spirituality and psychology. Their love for learning is tied to their belief that the more they know, the more they understand their place in the world. This search for knowledge helps them make informed decisions, and they are constantly evolving their perspectives and ideas. For Sagittarians, life is a journey of intellectual exploration, and they enjoy being challenged by new information and ideas that help them grow. Secret 12. They are masters of optimism, seeing the glass half full. Sagittarius is naturally optimistic, always seeing the silver lining in any situation. Their optimistic view of life allows them to bounce back quickly from setbacks and find solutions even in the face of adversity. While others might become bogged down by difficulties, Sagittarius remains hopeful, confident that things will get better. This mindset helps them navigate life's challenges with a sense of resilience that is unmatched. Their optimism is contagious, and it has a way of inspiring those around them. When a Sagittarius enters a room, their positive energy tends to lift the spirits of everyone present. They have an uncanny ability to find humor in difficult situations and to remind others that life is too short to focus on the negative. Their outlook is often a source of motivation for others to keep moving forward. However, this optimism can sometimes come across as naive, especially when Sagittarius refuses to acknowledge the potential risks or downsides of a situation. But in most cases, their ability to focus on the positive helps them achieve great success, as they believe in the possibility of great outcomes, which motivates them to take risks and try new things. Secret 13. They need freedom, but are still highly committed in relationships. While Sagittarius values their freedom above all else, they are also incredibly committed once they find a partner who respects their need for independence. They are fiercely loyal to those they love, but they require a relationship dynamic that allows them to grow and explore without feeling stifled. If a Sagittarius feels that their autonomy is being restricted or that they are being smothered, they will begin to pull away. In relationships, Sagittarius needs a partner who understands their love for adventure and who won't try to control their every move. They want someone who will give them space to pursue their passions while also being there for them when it matters. For Sagittarius, the key to a successful relationship is balance. They need freedom and personal space, but they also value loyalty, trust, and meaningful connection. A Sagittarius partner will go above and beyond for their loved ones. But they will not tolerate a relationship that feels like a burden or one that attempts to limit their personal growth. This commitment is built on mutual respect, trust, and the understanding that both individuals can grow and explore their individual journeys while being supportive of each other. Secret 14. They are risk takers, but they think things through. Sagittarius is often viewed as the quintessential risk taker of the zodiac. They are willing to step into the unknown and take on challenges that others may shy away from. However, this does not mean they are reckless. In fact, Sagittarius is very thoughtful when it comes to risks, carefully weighing the potential outcomes before making a decision. While they do enjoy the thrill of uncertainty and adventure, they are not completely impulsive when it comes to big decisions. They trust their instincts but also like to gather information and consider the long-term implications. Their ability to take calculated risks is part of what makes them so successful in many areas of life. They are willing to put in the effort and make informed choices, but they are also ready to embrace the unpredictable aspects of life with open arms. For Sagittarius, taking risks is a way to challenge themselves and grow. It allows them to explore new opportunities, whether in their career, relationships, or personal development. They are not afraid to fail, as they believe that failure is simply another step in the learning process. Secret 15. They love adventure, but need a sense of purpose. While Sagittarius is known for their love of adventure, it's not just the thrill of exploring new places that excites them. Sagittarians are deeply motivated by a sense of purpose. They need their adventures to be meaningful, whether it's traveling to a distant land for a spiritual awakening or starting a new project that aligns with their values and goals. This quest for purpose is what drives their desire to seek out new experiences. They are not content with simply going through the motions of life. They want their adventures to have a deeper meaning, something that will help them grow and evolve. This is why they often seek out causes that align with their beliefs, and they may travel or engage in activities that provide them with a sense of fulfillment. Sagittarians are often drawn to humanitarian causes or philosophical pursuits that give them a sense of direction. They want to make a difference in the world and be part of something bigger than themselves. For Sagittarius, adventure is not just about exploration, it's about finding meaning and contributing to the greater good. Secret 16. They are honest to a fault. Brutal honesty. Sagittarius is one of the most straightforward signs in the zodiac. They are known for their honesty, sometimes to the point of brutal honesty. They don't mince words and will tell you exactly what they think, whether it's good or bad. This direct approach can be refreshing, but it can also be hurtful, especially to those who are more sensitive. While their honesty is generally well-meaning, it can sometimes come across as tactless or blunt. Sagittarius values transparency and authenticity above all else, and they don't believe in sugarcoating the truth. For them, it's better to be upfront about their thoughts and feelings than to keep things hidden or pretend everything is okay. This quality makes Sagittarius an excellent friend or partner if you're looking for someone who is trustworthy and will always be real with you. However, it's important to understand that their honest nature is not meant to hurt you. They simply believe that honesty is essential to building strong, authentic relationships. Secret 17. They can be impulsive and restless, constantly seeking new experiences. As we've touched on earlier, Sagittarius has a restless spirit. They crave new experiences and are always seeking the next big adventure. This impulsive nature can sometimes lead them to make snap decisions, jumping headfirst into situations without fully considering the consequences. For Sagittarius, life is all about the thrill of discovery. And they're always looking for something new to stimulate their mind and spirit. Their impulsiveness can sometimes get them into trouble, but it's also what makes them so exciting and dynamic. They are constantly on the move, exploring new ideas, trying new things, and meeting new people. For Sagittarius, the journey is just as important as the destination, and they embrace the unknown with enthusiasm. However, this impulsiveness can also cause them to lose interest quickly. If something stops feeling exciting or fulfilling, they'll quickly move on to something else. This is why Sagittarius can sometimes seem inconsistent or hard to pin down. They are always looking for new experiences that match their ever-changing interests and desires. Secret 18. They value friendship above all. Social connections are essential. Sagittarius is a highly social sign, and they value their friendships deeply. For them, friendships are more than just casual relationships, they are an essential part of life. Sagittarius thrives in a social environment and loves spending time with people who share their passions and interests. Their friendships are based on mutual respect, freedom, and shared adventures. Sagittarius is the type of person who will go out of their way to support their friends, whether it's through offering advice, lending a hand in difficult times, or just being there for a good conversation. They are generous with their time and energy and enjoy helping others explore and grow. However, Sagittarius can also be somewhat selective about who they let into their inner circle. They value authenticity and honesty, and they expect the same from their friends. If a friendship feels one-sided or unbalanced, they will have no problem distancing themselves and moving on. Secret 19. They are deeply philosophical, constantly questioning life. Sagittarius is one of the most philosophical signs in the zodiac. They have a deep curiosity about life's big questions and often spend a lot of time contemplating the deeper meaning of existence. Whether they are pondering the nature of the universe, exploring different philosophical systems, or seeking spiritual enlightenment, Sagittarians are always questioning and seeking answers. This philosophical nature is tied to their desire for growth and understanding. They are not content with simple answers and want to explore multiple perspectives before arriving at their own conclusions. This love for philosophy is one of the things that makes Sagittarius so intellectually stimulating to be around. They are always open to discussing new ideas and challenging their own beliefs. Sagittarians are natural seekers, always looking for a deeper connection to the world around them. Their quest for knowledge is not just about gaining intellectual power but also about finding purpose and meaning in life. They believe that true wisdom comes from questioning everything and continuously expanding one's mind. As we've journeyed through these fascinating secrets of Sagittarius, it's clear that this fire sign is one of the most complex and dynamic in the zodiac. From their love of freedom and adventure to their unwavering loyalty and insatiable thirst for knowledge, Sagittarius embodies the spirit of exploration, both in the world around them and within themselves. They are constantly evolving, seeking truth, and pushing boundaries, making them exciting to be around and even more exciting to understand. Whether you're in a relationship with a Sagittarius or simply trying to understand the people born under this sign, keep in mind that their need for independence, their deep love for adventure, and their commitment to authenticity are the pillars that define them. They may be impulsive, restless, and even blunt at times, but all of these traits come together to form a person who is sincere, loyal, and endlessly fascinating. So, the next time you find yourself interacting with a Sagittarius, remember, they are not just the free-spirited adventurers they appear to be. They are thinkers, truth-seekers, and loyal companions who value honesty, growth, and deep, meaningful connections. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the mysteries of astrology, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Zen Mind Peaceful Life, for more insightful content that will help you understand not only the zodiac but also yourself and those around you. Thank you for watching, and remember, no matter what your sign is, the journey of self-discovery and growth is one we are all on together. Stay curious, stay true to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.